All right, so in this one, we're going to go over the importance of networking, how me and Alex met, because we now work very closely together, we travel together, and we live quite a nice lifestyle, I'd say. So we're going to go a bit over how we actually met, how you can make similar connections that we have made, and actually how to get into that space. Just to give you a rundown, I'm Kyle, you're on my channel. I do OFM, which is OnlyFans management. As well as this, we do developments in the AI space, so we do AI, OnlyFans management, etc. Alex, do you want to introduce yourself a bit?
Yeah, so obviously, Alex, I've been on a couple of Kyle and Toby's videos already. I own a webcam agency, obviously not with AI models. Toby and Kyle are the man in AI. So I run actual models on webcams, you know, funnel traffic to if they do OnlyFans or whatnot. And yeah, it's a good business. It's very new. I'm the only one that's kind of doing it in the space. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do.
Obviously, both working in the sex industry, you could say, and making a bit of decent money that we can travel about with and actually work online. So not doing too bad ourselves. So if you're working a 9 to 5, you're looking for a bit of advice how to leave, we somewhat have a license to do so, I would say, in my opinion. So yeah, how we actually met. So networking's a big thing in any industry, but particularly the sex industry is quite huge. It's changing all the time, constantly. You need new marketing methods, new recruitment methods, new people to meet. Everything's progressing at such a rapid rate in the AI space, sex industry, the webcam space. Everything's just developing so quick. So saying that, we need to be involved with as many networks as possible. So me and Alex were obviously involved in a couple networks together. So we had purchased access to these networks. This is why it's important to invest in your networking and in your education, because we met in an educational network ourselves. So this is why it's so fucking important to be able to actually gain these connections through these networks. Actually talk to people in these networks. Don't just be a fucking loner who sits in the network and be like, oh yeah, that's a good tip, whatever. Actually make a difference to what you're doing and enhance your value that you can give to that network and to other networks, and maybe even making your own network like me and Alex both have now, where you can actually make connections on almost like a hierarchy type term. So you're now on top and you have people networking below you. And that's kind of how you want it to be, and that's how we met.
Yeah, so as Kyle said, obviously your network is extremely important in any other business model that you do or you run, like Shopify, drop shipping, you know, Forex. Adult industry is obviously the main one where you need to network. Now, like Kyle said, we met in a course group, so we invest in ourselves, we put our money across, and that's how our kind of relationship came across. Now, they hit up me for webcam, so obviously in the webcam industry, I'm not sure if you've looked it up or you've ever been interested, but I am the only one that's putting content out there, teaching people how to do webcams. Now, Kyle came over to me and said, look, we're interested in this. I got them involved in the course, and with webcam, the thing is, if you run an OnlyFans management agency, it's not just a side income for you. You can actually funnel traffic through from your webcams on your models on streams to their OnlyFans. When a profile is optimized, you usually do about 15, 20, 30 subscribers a stream. So they kind of hit me up for their actual models, not AI. And they said, yeah, we want to get involved with this funnel. So now they're generating a profit through their webcam and on subs on OnlyFans.
That's the mad thing, because we would have really never known about this funnel. Obviously, we are aware that webcam existed. Certain big influencers like Andrew Tate and Tristan and those lot, they made their name through kind of webcam and that kind of thing. So we knew about webcam, we just didn't really know how it would implicate in our business model and how we could actually utilize that to be able to enhance our own business. But we watched a couple of Alex's stuff. We were already in the same network, so we kind of spoke to each other before, and we just kind of bonded like that. We got on, we met up, and now we're just doing mad shit.
Yeah. I think dropping off of that as well, it's going back to the whole investing in yourself. It's really important, because if you're watching, don't get me wrong, me and Kyle, we both put YouTube videos out there, you know, explaining strategies, and yes, they do work, and yes, you can use them. But in a course or a program that you invest yourself into, it's actually really good, because you meet the real individuals that also want the same success as you. You're not just bouncing off of freebie people that aren't willing to drop their money on courses. You're actually involving yourself with people that are willing to invest. You know, obviously your courses, how much is it?
It's £100.
£100. So
extra
extra adders on top and stuff like that. So, you know, obviously Kyle and Toby's course is really good. I've seen it myself. I personally don't get involved in the AI space just because I don't really need to, but it is really good. But yeah, like I was saying, it's really good to meet people that are really invested in the business and the course, and it's also good for networking. Like we just said, we met in a course group, and you know, if we didn't purchase in, like I still spend to this day, I think I've spent over like 20 grand on courses. I'm sure you have as well, because that's where the real knowledge lies. It's not just about buying someone's course, it's about buying their mistakes, because a course bypasses the mistakes, and you don't have to go through those mistakes yourself because you're learning from someone that's already been through them. So it speeds up the process of business, and it also speeds up your own like business in itself.
Yeah, second in that, I think like I kind of, when I buy a course or when I want value from someone who's clearly already done that from the receipts they got on their social pages, or you know, the knowledge they just put across for free, you think, fucking hell, what are they giving away when you actually pay the cunt? So mostly it's about how much time will it take for me to figure out that knowledge that they have without me actually purchasing a course or just doing research for free, basically. And normally, you know, it's about a few grand to actually figure out the full knowledge that they have.
Yeah, of course.
And is that knowledge, as in, you know, is that £3 worth more than the time I would spend gaining that knowledge? And most of the time it's like, no, that knowledge would take me hundreds or thousands of hours to actually figure out myself. So I'm going to just buy a course and actually figure out that information instantly, because I can just get access to that like that.
Also, I think a lot of people like kind of shy away from courses just because, like, you know, the whole course guru vibe on social media. There's a lot of courses and there's a lot of things that you can do, you know, webcam, AI, OnlyFans, that you can buy actual OnlyFans course, drop shipping, forexes. But the thing is, there's a lot of people out there. So now there's a lot of people out there. I think people are very skeptical to invest in themselves because there is a lot. But what you've got to realize is it's 2024, and you know, let's say for example, Kyle and Toby, they can generate AI models, right? So there's so much online. There's never been so much potential online than there is today, and that's why people are selling courses to teach people how to do it. So yeah, I think people just shy away from that course guru site, but that's what you need to do.
Yeah, 100%. And I think people, when they buy a course, they expect the whole thing to just be put together for them. So they buy a course and they think, oh yeah, next week I'm making 10 grand a month.
Yeah,
so
you've still got to put in the time.
Yeah, it's not really.
Yeah, some people have bought my course and said, oh, why aren't I making, you know, this and that?
Yeah.
But it's because they're not committed. You've still got to be committed if you buy a course. Don't just buy a course and think that you're going to freaking bypass everything in a week and make thousands, because you're not. You still got to put the time in.
So this being said, obviously, if you are interested in progressing in the sex industry or even any industry, we both have courses, we both have networks involved with those courses. So if you are looking to get involved with that kind of thing, both the links to those will be in the description. The OF Elite Academy and
Stretch Out Management course.
Stretch Out Management course, both be in the description. So if you are looking to make money online, particularly within the sex industry, because that is what we specialize in, but AI modeling, OnlyFans, and then obviously the Stretch Out as well, they'll be in the description. So if you do want to join a network of similar caliber to this, then we will link that in the description.